Hello guys, good evening to everyone. Magandang buhay. Kumusta kayo? Tomorrow is the official start of the defense, title defense of some of the programs that we have for the college department. And please be reminded that you're always included to my prayers, and Sir Giovanni is rooting that everyone will be able to pass your title defense. Anyway, this video is technically created by Sir Giovanni just to give you some important reminders that I want you to remember for you to have the idea what you have to do and what you have to prepare for your upcoming title defense. So number one, first thing and foremost, you have to make sure that you are able to secure your schedule for this title defense and was able to inform your panelists regarding this defense. And then secondly is that make sure that we were able to forward a 3 copy of printed Form 1 to Research and Development Center, and make sure as well that these 3 printed copies were forwarded to your 3 panelists. Okay. Then another thing is that make sure that you have already the PowerPoint presentation that you will be using for your 15-minute time presentation before the question and answer portion. So these are the things that I want you to be reminded with regarding the PowerPoint presentation. Number one, when you presented the PowerPoint presentation, make sure that the group rehearsed it. Siguraduhin ninyo na yung PowerPoint presentation na ginawa ninyo ay ni-rehearsed, pinagpraktisan po ninyo. Make sure as well na nag-assign na kayo kung sino ang magre-report ng slide na to, ng sunod na slide, ng sunod na slide, after the last slide that you have on your PowerPoint presentation. And then, kapag ni-report na ninyo yung PowerPoint presentation ninyo, this will be the setup. First, i-introduce ninyo ang sarili ninyo, sama-sama kayo sa unahan. For example, we are the researchers from the Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management. I am Giovanni A. Mangarin, the group leader of the group. Together with me is, magpapakilala si group member 1, group member 2, group member 3. Kung ilan man kayo sa grupo ninyo, you introduce yourself. Then after that, the first topic that we have is entitled blah blah blah. And this will be presented by Juan de la Cruz. And then, pag sinabing this will be presented by Juan de la Cruz or kung anumang script ang niready ninyo, yung hindi magre-report, aalis muna kayo sa unahan, doon muna kayo sa pinakatagiliran para yung spotlight, para yung buong unahan ng RDC nakafocus lamang doon sa researcher na magre-report ng part na yon. And kapag tapos na yung researcher na yun na mag-discuss nung part niya, the next thing that he or she needs to do is that the next part will be discussed by Karina E. Ilaw. And then ako naman, pupunta ako dun sa mga kasamahan ko, then Karina Ilaw will go in front and then siya naman ang magdi-discuss. Then after Karina Ilaw discussed his part, the next part will be discussed by Rosella D. Senya. And then si Karina Ilaw, pupunta siya dun sa mga kasamahan niya sa likuran or dun sa tagiliran. And then si Rosella D. Senya naman ang magre-report. You repeat all the process until you finish the PowerPoint presentation. Iwasan ang pagre-report na kayo ay sama-sama or nakatambak kayo sa unahan. Only the reporters who will report that slide will be doon sa unahan. Okay po? Then after that, after the PowerPoint presentation, magpuproceed na tayo sa question and answer portion. But before ko i-discuss ang question and answer portion, another thing na kailangan ninyong tandaan kapag nag-report kayo ng PowerPoint presentation is Number one, wala dapat kayong cellphone, wala dapat kayong script na hawak-hawak. You have to make sure that you memorize. Kailangan siguraduhin ninyong mabuti na na-memorize, nakabisan ninyo, natandaan ninyo yung part na kailangan ninyong sabihin sa unahan. And kapag nag-discuss na kayo sa unahan ng PowerPoint na naka-assign sa inyo or ng slide na naka-assign sa inyo, if possible, you have to discuss it in English. You have to make sure that ang gagamitin ninyo sa pag-discuss ay English as a medium of communication. Kung halimbawa, nahihirapan kayong mag-English, no? Pwede naman kayong mag-ask ng permission sa mga panelists kung pwede kayong mag-Tagalog. So halimbawa, before kayong mag-start ng PowerPoint presentation, hingi muna kayo ng permission na, my dear panelists, may we have the permission to discuss the PowerPoint in Tagalog. Kapag pumayag sila, swerte kayo. Kapag hindi sila pumayag, you really need to discuss the PowerPoint presentation in English. So that's it. Then after the PowerPoint presentation, here comes now the question and answer portion. Please be reminded, kapag nasa question and answer portion na tayo, lahat ng group members ay sasagot sa tanong ng inyong mga panelists. Hindi pwedeng si leader lang, hindi pwedeng si assistant leader lang, or hindi pwedeng yung magaling lang sa grupo ninyo ang sasagot. You need to make sure that all members of the group will answer to the question of your panelists. Kung kayo man ay magtatagalog or kung English man ang sagot ninyo, basta make sure that lahat sasagot sa tanong ng panel. Kung gusto man ninyong magtagalog sa question and answer portion, katulad ng ginawa ninyo sa PowerPoint, hihingi muna kayo ng permission sa mga panel kung pwedeng sumagot gamit ang Tagalog. Okay? And then, ang question and answer portion during title defense, nakafocus lamang sa mga tanong na ito. Ito yung mga questions na kailangan ninyong paghandaan during title defense. Unang tanong na laging binabanggit or tinatanong ng mga panel natin ay, why did you choose that problem? Or why did you choose that title? Sa Tagalog, bakit mo piniling pag-aralan yung problema na yan or yung title na yan? So dapat meron kayong reason. Bakit nga ba sa dinami-dami ng problema na pwede nating pag-aralan, ito yung napili nating pag-aralan? And dapat, kapag sumagot kayo sa mga panel, hindi pwedeng pure opinions nyo lang ang sasabihin ninyo. Kailangan backup ito ng citation. Saan manggagaling ang citation? Sa inyong ginawang tabular. Halimbawa, pinili po namin or we choose this problem because according to the study of De Los Reyes 2025, many college students experience problem in finding a job after graduation. And this is also one of the problem that is being experienced by our graduates here at Immaculate Conception College of Balayan Incorporated. Kung i-analyze yung sagot ko, I have 2 points. Number 1, my answer is backed up with citation, study of De Los Reyes. Second, kinonect ko ito sa nangyayari sa school kung saan ko i-conduct yung study. So that's the first question. Second question of the panel. Ano yung research gap? What is the research gap that you want to explore? You want to study? You want to focus on your problem? So ano yung gap na nakita ninyo sa inyong tabular? Di ba na-mention ko sa inyo nung tayo ay nagagawa ng tabular? Our tabular is the basis, ang tabular, ang basihan natin para malaman natin anong gap ang magiging focus ng study natin. Halimbawa, nung una, ang gusto ninyong maging focus ng study ninyo ay the effectiveness of on-the-job training of ICC towards development of skills. Yun yung una ninyong gustong maging study. Yun yung plano ninyo alamin how effective on-the-job training is when it comes to developing skills. So naghanap kayo ng mga RRL na connected sa on-the-job training. Pero, nung nakapaghanap na kayo ng 75 na RRL or articles na may kinalaman sa on-the-job training, nakita ninyo na ang dami na palang study na nakafocus sa effectiveness ng on-the-job training versus doon sa development ng skills. Tapos nakita ninyo, kukunti pa lamang ang study na nakafocus sa on-the-job training na naka-align sa needs ng mga estudyante. So ngayon, instead na ang maging title ninyo ay The Effectiveness of On-the-Job Training on the Development of Skills, nagbago siya because of your tabular. At meron kayong nakitang mas magandang problem. At yun ngayon ang naging research gap ninyo. And that is the effectiveness of on-the-job training that is based on the need analysis of the students. So pag tinanong kayo ng panel, what is your research gap? Our research gap is we want to explore the impact or the effects of on-the-job training that is aligned on the needs of the student. And this was supported by the study of Mangarin 2025, for example lang yun. So that's the gap. That's the gap na nakita ninyo on your tabular. Then, third question of your panel. Do you think yung gap na nakita ninyo ay present, observable, or nararanasan ng mga respondents na napili ninyo on that particular place? Halimbawa, gusto ninyong pag-aralan yung effectiveness ng paggamit ng mga online platform. Tapos ang napili ninyong lokale ay mga sari-sari store or ang mga napili ninyong respondent ay sari-sari store. The effectiveness of online platforms among sari-sari store. So tatanungin kayo ng panel, sa tingin ba ninyo itong mga sari-sari store owners or mga sari-sari store business owners, kailangan pa nilang gumamit ng online platforms para lamang magtinda ng chichirya, para lamang magtinda ng asukal or ng kape? So, kailangan yung ma-explain sa mga panel ninyo. O bakit nga ba sila yung napili kong respondent? Bakit nga ba hindi yung mga malalaking businesses? Bakit sari-sari store? So, dyan na. Gigisahin na kayo ng mga panel. Instead na, oo nga no, dapat nga pala yung mga malalaking businesses kasi sila yung gumagamit ng online platforms. Itong mga sari-sari store, hindi naman gumagamit ng online platforms sa pagtitinda ng kanilang business. So that's it. The question there is that, tama ba yung napili nating respondent na kailangang mag-participate sa study natin? You have to explain to your panel. Then after that, is saan ninyo i-conduct yung study? Halimbawa, this study will be conducted at Immaculate Conception College of Balayan Incorporated. Tatanungin ng panel, bakit sa ICC? Anong dahilan bakit sa ICC? Bakit hindi sa STI? Bakit hindi sa BSU? Bakit hindi sa Lyceum? Bakit hindi sa iba pang mga universities na meron tayo dito sa Batangas? Bakit sa ICC? Ano yung justifications ninyo? So you must provide your panel the justifications. Bakit nga ba dito? And then kapag nasagot nyo yung mga tanong na yon, ito yung sunod na question ng panel. Ano ngayon yung objectives na gusto ninyong ma-meet sa study? What are now the objectives of the study? And then dapat kapag sinagot niyo yung objectives ninyo, your objective should be aligned on your statement of the problem. Dapat nag-a-align yan. Hindi pwedeng nakalagay sa objectives ninyo, aalamin ninyo yung effects ng online platform sa pagbebenta ng business. Tapos, pagdating sa statement of the problem, hindi na effects ang inaalam ninyo. Effectiveness na. So, dapat yung objectives na nasa intro at yung statement of the problem ninyo, dapat nag-a-align sila. Dapat parehas sila ng mga terms na ginagamit. Hindi kayo pwedeng magpaiba-iba. Sa introduction, ginagamit ninyo effects. Pagdating sa SOP, biglang naging effectiveness na. Hindi pwedeng ganon. Dapat consistent tayo sa mga terms. sa mga jargon sa gagamitin ninyo. And when your panelists ask you to explain your objectives, kailangan malalim, mabigat ang paliwanag kung bakit yan ang napili ninyong objectives. And then, after nyo masagot yung objectives, ang next sa tanong ng panel, what will be the methodology of your study? So, dyan na papasok yung quanti-quali, and then dapat yung inyong statement of the problem, kung yan man ay quanti, dapat naka-align sa quanti. Kung yan man ay quali, dapat naka-align sa quali. And then after that, pag tinanong ng panel kung anong method, dapat meron pa rin kayong citations na gagamitin dyan. Halimbawa, according po kay Mangarin 2025, quantitative research is very effective if you want to know the degree of effectiveness or the degree of comparison between different variables. So then, meron kayong nabanggit variables. O nasabi nyo variables. O anong mga variables ang magiging focus ng study ninyo? So dapat maliwanag din sa atin. Ano nga ba yung variables ng study natin? Alin dito ang independent variable? Alin dito ang dependent variable? So that's it. And last question of your panel is that how you will gather the data. Paano kayo mag-gather ng data? Mag-i-interview ba? Magso-survey ba kayo? Or what? So that's it. Those are the questions that are frequently asked by the panelists during title defense. And I hope makapag-prepare kayo ng mga isasagot sa mga tanong na yon. Minsan, merong ibang mga questions na idadagdag ang mga panel natin depending on how you answer the questions. Minsan kasi may mga questions ang panel na nagmumula mismo sa sagot ng mga estudyante. And you have to be careful in answering the questions of your panel. Dapat yung answer ninyo consistent. Dapat yung answer ninyo nakadepende at naka-align sa content ng inyong Form 1. Okay po? And then, after that, after ng question and answer portion, minsan, pag sa topic number 1 pa lang, okay na kami, hindi na kami nagpo-proceed sa topic number 2 and topic number 3. Pero kapag nakita namin na problematic ang topic number 1, magja-jump na kami in topic number 2. Same questions lang din ang itatanong. Pag problematic pa rin ang topic number 2, magja-jump kami in topic number 3. Same set lang din ng questions ang itatanong ng inyong mga panel. Kapag wala kaming nagustuhan, yan na, magre-recommend na ang mga panel ng mga study or ng mga topic na pwede po ninyong pag-aralan. And then during the question and answer portion, mag-ask kayo ng permission sa mga panel if okay lang mag-audio recording kayo para meron kayong backup files kapag nag-revise na kayo ng paper ninyo. Okay po? Then after ng question and answer, recommendations na. And then doon na ninyo malalaman kung meron bang na-approve. Sana merong ma-approve sa mga topics na pinaresent ninyo or wala. Okay po? So those are the things na kailangan ninyong tandaan kapag nag-title defense kayo. So wag ninyong kakalimutan yung mga diniscuss ko sa video na to. Wag din kakalimutan, by the way, yung name tag. Nakalagay lang last name kahit mag-print lang kayo sa isang bond paper. Ayoko ng name tag na sobrang lalaki ha. Hindi kayo elementary, hindi kayo graders. Yung parang katulad lang ng mga nasa cruise, yung mga stewardess ba yon, yung mga nasa aeroplano, yung stewardess na nameplate lang, kasing laki lang almost ng nameplate, yung sakto lang para mabasa yung last name. Apelyido nyo lang ang nakalagay, hindi buong pangalan. Halimbawa, Mangarin. Okay? Kapag may kaapelyido, ilagay J. Mangarin. Okay? Tapos mag-ready rin kayo ng prayer kasi researchers ang nagli-lead ng prayer bago mag-start ang defense. Tapos kung ano man yung susuotin ninyo during your defense, dapat pare-parehas kayo. Mas okay kung ano na yung scheduled na uniform ng araw na yun na yung suotin po ninyo para hindi na kayo masyadong magastusan. Okay po? So, thank you so much, my dear researchers. I am praying always na alam ko makakapasa at makakalusot tayo sa defense pong ito. So, thank you so much. Good luck and God bless to everyone. If you have questions, wag mahihiyang mag-message kay Sir Joanny or wag mahihiyang pumunta kay Sir Joanny. God bless and good luck to everyone. Mabuhay kayo.